Hello, Internet! So nice to see you. Let's say you want to improvise an expressive guitar solo. Now, if you are like most guitar players, and if you are, like me years ago, okay, one thing you do is that you just start, improvise something, put a lick you know, improvise something else, put another lick you know, but that doesn't really create an expressive, emotional guitar solo. Turns out, though, that creating an expressive emotional guitar solo, it's not as hard, okay? You just need, and again, I know this sounds like clickbait, but you just need one weird trick. One simple weird trick. I'm gonna explain to you this trick. It looks really simple, and it will look strange, actually, how much this trick makes a difference until you try it. Indeed, to keep myself honest, I'm not even gonna show you on myself. I'm not going to do the examples. I'm going to show you when I explain this to a student, and I'm going to show you the before and after of the student, and you can tell me, because the only thing I told the student is think about this one weird trick and make your solo breathe. Okay? Let's go and see the trick.
Sometimes I find myself thinking a lot about what's the next chord, even if I know what notes are in the chord, I find myself just having to search around, and I lose the concentration, I lose the flow.
What's a chord progression you've improvised on recently, or you're familiar with? Or
there's one that goes D minor, B flat, G minor.
Okay,
let's do that a lot.
I'm playing D minor, G, B flat, G minor, and then you play whatever you want. So I'm gonna go at this speed. Okay, so I will start this way. You're playing a lot of notes. Either you're fishing for the right note, so you're just moving around until you find the right note, or you simply are playing too much, okay? So I will, and again, I don't want to dictate how much you play, but there was no breathing in your playing, because there was no notes. So let's start. Before we go on everything about what notes to hit, etc., let's put some breathing into your playing. Imagine you are a trumpet player or a clarinet player. Okay? When you play, you're going to run progressively out of breath. When you get at the end, you need to take a breath. Okay? So now you're going to improvise, and you're going to go when you play. Once you cannot take it anymore and take a breath, stop playing. So just simulate having to blow into an instrument. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try that. Makes sense? Now, attention, that doesn't mean you cannot play fast. It just means you cannot play fast for a long time.
Right.
Because you're going to run out of breath. So, before you add some good licks with some fast movement, do that, but keep on with the idea of the breathing.
Don't forget to breathe.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And But the first thing you need to have is the idea of not playing all the time, okay? Because this already gives you a lot of control on what you're doing, okay? There is also a side effect. Now you're thinking about breathing, leaving space, etc. You are kind of forced to use your inner ear to understand what you're doing. You cannot just let the hands go.
Yeah.
You're kind of forced to think, do I finish this phrase? Where do I finish this phrase? How do I finish this phrase? What do I do once I finish this phrase? And kind of this kind of thing. You see that this was sounding better than before. I don't know how this is with respect to your normal playing, but okay, you are starting to think about all that. That's the first thing. The next step would be that you actually sing what you're playing when you're playing it. Now, the slow stuff, it's easy to sing. The fast stuff, you just go, okay, and you just pretend, but you know where you're going.
Yeah.
So whenever you play, twice for me, this is not that twice for me. Okay, so you just connect your voice to what you're playing. As an exercise, just play and sing at the same time. Good.
Yeah.
This is the best way to express yourself because it goes beyond all the consideration like what are the chord notes, what is the right point in the bar, where do I stop? You are now using your full full musical intelligence, your full musical instinct to create the solo. You can keep studying your theory, you can keep doing your ear training, etc. But for improvisation, connect your voice to your guitar. And don't forget to breathe. Okay? That's vital. Now, if you choose to write a piece where you don't breathe, that's okay. There's plenty of pieces where the guitar goes on and on and they sound beautiful. But it must be a conscious choice that you're doing. Okay? In this part, I'm just having this barrage of notes, no breathing from beginning to end, because I want more intensity. It has to be a conscious choice, not just what happens. Do those two things, the breathing and the singing, and you see that it's going to be easier and easier to express yourself because you are actually connecting with the instrument, not just fiddling with your fingers. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Do that.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. Great playing.